Thank you very much. We, the people of Niger Delta, have noticed that things that concern the region are not taken.
Welcome back to Christy TV. The people of the Niger Delta have observed that regional issues are not being prioritized. This is coming from PANDEF Dr. Obiwibi Ominimini. According to him, said that there are development commissions in the other 5 geopolitical zones of Nigeria, but the one for the South-South geopolitical zone has not been assented to by the president of the country, the present president of Nigeria, now known as Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. My correct people, them, I will allow you people to watch the full details in this video. Don't skip any part of this video. Watch to the very end to hear what this man actually said concerning NDDC, the Niger Delta Development Commission, and calling on the state actors, federal government to do the needful in terms of developing South-South zone. Watch and don't forget to drop your opinion in the comment section.
Thank you very much. We, the people of Niger Delta, have noticed that things that concern the region are not taken as important. Of course, you will agree with me that the NDDC Act was brought into existence as a result of the National Assembly setting aside the veto power of Mr. President. Today, you have development commissions in the other 5 geopolitical zones in Nigeria, but that of the South-South geopolitical zone, which is South-South Development Commission, has not been assented to by Mr. President. It is on this basis that PANDEF has asked on Mr. President to please, as a matter of urgent public importance, assent to that bill, because Niger Delta sustains Nigeria. The money that makes Nigeria to be a country today is coming from Niger Delta, from the oil and gas that come from the South-South geopolitical zone. The advantage position God has placed the people of Niger Delta, if some other region had been in such advantage position, they would have remained disloyal. They would have opted to leave Nigeria as a nation. But the people of Niger Delta have remained committed to the laws and rules of this country. In fact, when there was civil war in Nigeria, the Niger Delta people, the South-South geopolitical zone, fought on the side of the federal government. That tells you we believe in the unity of this country. So what PANDEF is calling for today is that we should not be treated as second-class citizen in a country where we belong, in a country where we contribute the highest percentage of money with which Nigeria is governed. All states of the Federation come to the Federal Capital Territory every 4 weeks to collect money to run their state. This money is coming from Niger Delta. So, if the geopolitical zones are considered to have a development commission, that of the South-South geopolitical zone should be taken as a priority. And we want Nigeria government not to treat us as sinners, because what is happening in Nigeria today is that people of Niger Delta are treated like second-class citizens. Just for example, look at the destruction of artisanal refineries today in Niger Delta. Every day you hear of the destruction of artisanal refinery in Niger Delta by the military. But there is no single destruction of artisanal gold mining in other parts of the country. You have gold in abundance in the Federal Capital Territory, in Zamfara, in nearby Nasarawa here, and there is no single destruction of artisanal mining of gold, of lithium, of tin, of iron ore. Some of the markets in northern Nigeria that were used for agricultural products have been converted to market for lithium. Lithium is one of the essential solid mineral that is needed all over the world. It is found here in Nigeria, but there's no money on the table that is being shared by the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation, and Fiscal Commission on monthly basis, as they do from oil and gas, for gold, for lithium, for tin, for iron ore, for columbine, and other solid mineral. So we are asking, is there same law that governs the entire Nigeria? You cannot treat us like second-class citizen. You cannot use double standard to govern a country where people now take their natural resources in northern Nigeria into their pockets. You now have cartel for gold mining. You know that one barrel of oil is about 159 liters of equivalent to 159 liters. So nobody can carry that on his head. You also know the value amount in dollar for a barrel of liter. But just a palm full of gold amounts to millions of dollars. So you have people enriching themselves in northern Nigeria and some parts of western Nigeria from illegal gold mining. And the federal government turns their eyes away from that. So we want to ask, what is the essence of the office of the National Security Advisor? What is the essence of the office of the Civil Defense? What is the essence of the office of the Nigerian Army? Is the Nigerian Army meant to work in South-South geopolitical zone, turning blind eye to those who are mining, stealing our natural resources in northern Nigeria? You have Nigeria borrowing money every year to run the Nigeria budget. Meanwhile, God has placed on our table
Don't forget to share this video.
good resources that can give Nigeria more than the money they borrow. And that money should have come from gold and lithium. South Africa is driven by gold reserve. The gold reserve in Nigeria is more than the entire gold reserve in South Africa. But the money from the gold reserve, gold extraction in Nigeria, is not on the table. So that amounts to treating the Niger Delta as a second-class